there, this is me, 𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐿, and today we are going to continue our sessions, our lessons regarding technical calculation. I will try to provide you the best tips which will help you out to be better at that. I mean, to have the right technique to calculate, to know your, what to do, how to do, all those things. And before we've been talking about mostly candidate moves. I've been providing you the technique, the way how we identify the moves, how we understand what to do, how we search for the right moves. Today, I would like to talk about something else. And the next step, I would say, the next thing to know about calculation, it's obviously combinational vision. I mean, what it means. Basically, combinational vision, it's when you're able to see all those tactical things and in a very straightforward way. And the point is, it could be like mix of many ideas, many things. All right, let's talk about this game. This position appear from the game between Artur Gabriel and 𝐕 Casco from Moscow 2012. They played in a very well-known tournament. I believe it was in January, right before another most famous tournament in at Aeroflot. So let's try to understand what to do here, and it's black's turn. So very before, I believe quite some time ago, I also did mention to you guys the way how we understand and how we search for, let's say, for action. So in this particular case, why would black depend their game on calculation? Because calculation is pretty much, goes all the way through all your game, right? But in this particular case, black thought, you know what, they are able to do something more concrete. And let's try to understand why they believe, why they should think that way. Well, clearly, black, it's, I would say, at least half step ahead of development. And also, if you look for this bishop on c2, we have one attack clearly and one defense, and I believe I described that kind of subject as a critical squares, because I also told to our audience, it's very this. Anytime when we have one attack and one defense, those squares, those subjects are called critical squares. Well, if you look for the E4 square, you'll figure out the same things. We have one attack and one defense. Another reason to believe black will have something here, we have clearly piece looking down to h2 square. We have very active queen, we have very active rook, and we have a very active rook on c8. So all those ideas, if you see like black has at this point, they have basically 6 pieces in a game, but 5 of those pieces clearly doing great job. And if you see the white situations, unfortunately, I wouldn't say rook b1 doing something or anything, as well as c2 bishop. So if you compare like productivity from black side and white side, you will see the big advantage by black. So all those moments, all those details should give you hopes, should give you like beliefs, you know what, it could be something here, all right? Now, let's try to understand what kind of idea could be applied here. Well, clearly, as I said, we have a domination, almost domination by C file. As well, we are dealing with E4 square. Also, as let's say, as a motive to you, as a possible idea for you to use, it could be this moment. We can see like both pieces line up by the same line. It's always for you important to understand this kind of moment. Let's say queen and king stand on the same line, or queen and any other piece on the same line. Anytime when both pieces are lined up and you might have some connection, then you're thinking about of possibly like, attacking those pieces. So, and again, if you keep looking for that position, you'll understand, well, this could be about c2, this could be about e4. square number 1 on C2, square number 1 on E4. As well, we have possible skewer discovery attack by E8 rook over E4 pawn. So also, I did mention that to you guys. Typically, if you count like more than 3 subjects, or at least 3 subjects, which possibly could be used in your calculation process, then you can consider to find some tactical blow, some tactical operation, some tactical solution, I would say. And if you add all those things, then solution will come to your mind very nicely. Rook takes C2. Well, white has to take on C2. And bishop E4. What happens here? So clearly we attack the queen and attack the rook, all right? And if white will accept the bishop, then we have this skewer, we have a discovery attack, and we have this check. And after king, no matter how white king will go, doesn't really matter, we're going to pick up the queen. And in this operation clearly shows black won material. They gain material. Now they have clearly like bear here, and obviously they will win this game. I guess the best for white to do is going to be queen A2. But even after this, black has very pleasant choice either to pick up the bishop. Pick up the rook and to stay with extra pawn, or continue to be greedy. If you again cover by lectures, I always said we did not play this game as a game of material. We do play this game as game of squares, and sometimes we do believe minor pieces are way more productive than major pieces. And if you see for this combination of those 2 pieces, then clearly those 2 pieces kind of out of order, and black has a very strong move, queen A8. Queen A8, and to be honest, this is almost impossible to defend this position. I think the best chance for white is kind of continue, at least to develop the pieces and maybe to play bishop F4, because looks like anything else, it's simply struggle. I mean, if you play F3, it clearly gives away all dark squares, and also quite dangerous for white to deal with. In fact, after this capture, I do have this nasty check, and you can't really take my bishop because of your rook hangs. So, and I mean, this is clearly not pleasant. Also, I can consider to play something like this and over jumping on F2. I mean, this is also bad. So, and if white tried the best move, bishop F4, then after bishop F4, well, at least we can capture. And this is going to be just simply bad. Bad for white. I don't know. I mean, down the pawn, and I don't see any compensation. If white tried to play this way, then after that, it's still bad. It's still bad, and I mean, I would say this is pretty much lost for white, this particular position. Anyway, so what we saw here, again, once again, I'm going to kind of retrieve this. Once again, what we saw here, it's how black understood what to do, because they understand the possible ideas, because before they make a move, they actually figure out kind of, picture what's going on. And primarily, then they understood they have to hit this, they have to hit this. And that's how they figure out the formula. They figure out the line. So to continue this, I'm going to show you another short example to introduce this theme. So, all right. So this is situations which again is going to be black's turn. And again, before you're going to let's say search for solution, right? You need to understand what are you playing for here. Well, again, firstly you have to understand black clearly down material. All right, black clearly down material. They do have 2 pieces for the queen. I mean, a couple extra pawns. I guess they have 2 extra pawns for the queen. So we have basically 2 minor pieces and 2 pawns for the queen. Now, what are we playing for? If there is something here, it has to be only because this guy kind of far away, and also because possibly we have connection to jump and attack. Also, as a motive in this situation, you're looking for this king. You understand this is called fianchetto house, all right? And clearly white missing the most defensive piece inside, most, let's say, VIP piece inside their light color vision. So it means if you're going to analyze situations, keep analyzing, you understand if there is something going on here, it has to be because your bishop on d5. Because bishop on d5 is light colored, he has connection to play bishop d5. After bishop d5, there is some chance for you to use some discovery attack. And very first impression you're looking for, let's say, typically when you're looking for the moves, you're saying, all right, so I have no smart checks, I don't have any smart captures, so I guess it has to be some kind of, smart attack. And very firstly, you're looking for maybe of playing, let's say, knight g5, right? You're looking for possible playing knight g5 and trying to hit the king. But the problem is when you do that, then, I mean, it doesn't really like it giving you, let's say, a win or whatever. Let's say if I'm playing this way, black will play bishop d5 check, all right? We're going to play king f1. I mean, there is nothing. There is nothing. So then you're looking for, you know what, maybe I should play bishop d5, kind of trying to be more flexible and trying to then make this cover check. Especially you can see clearly, like after this, I mean, queen kind of self-trapped because you can't really capture on a8 because bishop is defending my rook, all right? And also, you're looking for, oh my God, so what if this queen goes somewhere else? Let's say, I mean, if a queen goes anywhere, then we always have some discovery checks. If we go here, this discovery check. So I guess you want to understand, I guess this is the move, right? That's the move. And now it's saying, all right then, now what to do? Now what to do? I do have clearly like perpetual check. That's a really good sign. And if you remember, like I think it was Samuel Tartakover who said, anytime when your position has easy draw, it means position most of the times has a chance, has potential to be played for a win. So in this case, only black is possible to find the best shot. And the best shot comes bishop e4, hitting the queen. And now pretty much game is over because queen is trapped. So if I'll take your bishop after fork, black will simply gain material, and they have clearly winning position. And after this best check, and giving away your queen, we do have two pieces, 2 pawns versus rook. That's more than enough for black to produce a win. Again, how we figured out this problem? Because we figured out, let's say, we found the combinational vision. Combinational vision was for us is to use a complex of light squares around white king, as well as separation between these two pieces, as well as using all these geometrical ideas with forking and to discover attacking, and all those things kind of all together give you, let's say, right vision to understand the right move, to see the right move, and to only see this right shot, bishop e4, and you won again. So as you see, it's very important for you guys to understand. It's not just you doing like random calculation. It's about knowing what to do. It's about clearly seeing your picture in your mind, understanding what to search for. All right, for this first lesson about this combinational vision, I'm going to introduce my last position. Again, we have here black's turn in this position. And before they're looking for the moves, right? Again, they have to understand what's going on here. I mean, it looks like this is like dead equal position. We have absolutely even material. No one has nothing extra. But there is something wrong with white. And that's what you have to see. I mean, your eyes, your skills, you know, your let's say intuition, you must be developed on very high level to understand there is something wrong with white. There is something wrong. And that's how, by the way, your strategic skills, your understanding of positional play, and your tactical skills they are very connected. That's why it's really important for you guys to understand you cannot be like truly like tactical player and believe, oh my God, I'm so good in tactics. I've been solving these tactics like every day by months. I'm supposed to be so good. And then you go for the tournament and for some reason you're suffering. For some reason you struggle. And then you can explain what's going on. Well, because you wait way too much for your tactics and you clearly, like I say, missing your position understanding. Because the way, let's say, the way what I'm trying to say to you is this. I mean, you can search for the moves, and, you know, by the end of the day, you will come up with something like, I don't know, a6, some impulsive move or d4, you know, which is still okay. But if your positional skills are strong enough, if your positional feelings are strong enough, you'll figure out, hey, you know what? What's wrong here with white? It's a queen on b5, because this is part of opening. And at opening part of the game, the queen went way too deep. And then look for the productivity of the queen. No square, no square, no square, no square, no square, no square, nothing. Look, the queen is almost trapped. I mean, the only one diagonal, and in fact, only one square available for your queen to kind of stay alive, it's e2 square. And immediately you're saying, all right then, if my opponent's queen in trouble, then I have to think about how to trap this queen, right? But if I attack the queen, this queen will go away. All right, so it means I must simply cut this square, all right? And if you think that way, immediately you'll figure out solution. You have to cut the square, and no matter how white takes on d3, then since the queen last hope, last connection, then you're going to play a6, queen trap. It's very clever, it's very nice, and pretty much game is over because white will have to give up the queen. Maybe this doesn't matter because you won a queen for 2 minor pieces. It's clearly advantage for you, and I'm sure you can win this game and be very proud of yourself, saying, oh my God, I'm second Anand. I did my best, I trapped the queen right after the opening, and I won a nice game. Well, I hope you will understand this first lecture, introduction of this thing, on this theme. I'm going to continue talking about how to improve your tactical skills, how you actually improve your calculation in our next lessons. Thank you. Have a great day.